In this report, I'm going to share with you a couple of very interesting and new things about Tesla Giga Berlin happening today. First, you are seeing a train that brings enormous construction materials to Tesla Giga Berlin for the construction. Then you see the progress at the paint shop. Then you will see how it's covered with facade elements, which make it looking very beautifully. After that, you will see a little time lapse and the construction progress at Tesla Giga Berlin, and an overview of individual production areas and supply buildings of Giga Berlin and what Tesla plans to do in each building area. Welcome back, dear friends. This is Arvin Harayan from torquenews.com. Please subscribe to our channel for daily Tesla news and ring the bell so you don't miss my next Tesla or electric vehicle news story. Now, thanks to our friend Jurgen, who tweets at GF for Tesla and shares daily Giga Berlin materials from Grunheide, where Tesla in Germany is building its first European Gigafactory, we are able to share with you some very unique videos and images of how things are going at Giga Berlin today. So first, Jurgen is tweeting a train that brings enormous construction materials to Giga Berlin. You know that most of the construction materials from Max Vogel Group and Goldbeck Group come through a local train about which we have reported before, and Jurgen says, look who is humming from the forest. Unfortunately, still a diesel electric locomotive, but I think in the medium term this track will also be electrified. Reinforced concrete beams and elements for Giga Berlin are coming in this track, as you can see in this train. Next, Jurgen is showing us a view of the northern part of the paint shop. It's called PT. As you can see from the pictures, he says it's really enormous and huge. As you know, Elon Musk had said that Giga Berlin is going to have the world's best and advanced paint shop, and after they implement the new paint shop painting system at Giga Berlin, they're going to apply the same principles to Fremont Factory and Giga Shanghai. After that, Jurgen shares with us the upper third of the west wall of the paint shop is covered or already covered with facade elements. You can see how the upper part is covered with these facade elements, and they make the building more beautiful and more appealing. And then Jurgen is sharing from yesterday some short images and time lapse of the paint shop, of how the construction are going. He says this time a view of the construction site from the north. More walls are being built at the paint shop, more topsoil is being removed, and there is a lot of traffic in Giga Berlin. Then he also shares a beautiful picture saying, here again an overview of the individual production areas and supply buildings at Giga Berlin, which show you in which area, in which building Tesla plans to do what. Friends, as Giga Berlin construction is going forward with full force, according to the Brandenburg Environmental Ministry, around 400 objections have so far been registered against the planned factory of the United States, of the US electric car manufacturer Tesla in Grunheide near Berlin, reports Moz.de. The deadline for this ended last Thursday. This is why I'm mentioning it. It is not the latest status, said a spokesman for the ministry on Friday when asked. After reviewing the recorded objections, no fundamental obstacles to approval have been identified so far. This is very important. Let me repeat this one more time. After reviewing these 400 objections, no fundamental obstacles to approval of we're talking about final approval of Tesla Giga Berlin, have been identified so far. This is a good news because this decreases and diminishes the fears that for some reason Tesla Giga Berlin's approval, the permission from the government may stop or may be halted or may be dragged for years, because in Germany there are huge construction projects that I reported yesterday in my yesterday's report that drag for 10 years. And we don't want that to happen with Tesla, and this is good that no fundamental obstacles to approval have been identified so far. And but Moz.de also says that the construction of the Gigafactory could still be stopped. I don't know in what way, but they say in the State Environment Agency it is currently not assumed that the construction of the Tesla factory in Grunheide could be stopped, but by the objections, said the responsible department head of the RBB television. The objections will be discussed on September 23 by the submitters with representatives from Tesla and the authorities involved. Previously, the changed documents for the Tesla factory had been publicly displayed until August 3. So then it was already the second citizen participation in the approval process according to the Federal Emission Controls Act. It became necessary after Tesla submitted changes to the planned construction of the so-called Gigafactory. That Moz.de says that, including new plans to reduce energy and water consumption. Now, opponents of the project criticized the foundation of parts of the factory with piles. You know, they criticized this because the piles were going to go so deep. They didn't, the opponents of Tesla Giga Berlin didn't want the piles to go as deep as to reach the groundwater, because this area where Tesla is building the Giga Berlin Gigafactory is a water preserve area, and the water issue, as Elon Musk noted last week at Giga Berlin while meeting with the reporters, is very complex. So, but you know, as we know from these reports, that there is nothing that can seriously, that is not solvable. So, and we have seen that Tesla has been showing great example of coming forward, of being transparent, and working with the authorities. And if you remember from my yesterday's report, it was a very interesting report. If you didn't see, the local government heads, Dietmar Woidke from Brandenburg, said there hasn't been a single crisis call with Elon Musk or with Tesla. So that's a good sign that the upcoming objections also will be solved. And in the summer of next year of 2021, Tesla plans to roll off the first vehicles off the production line in Grunheide, up to 500,000 electric cars a year, starting with Model Y crossover. The final environmental approval from the state of Brandenburg is still pending. Tesla has so far built it at an own risk. But look forward for my next report, because there is an opinion that in this production that Tesla is abandoning robots and using giga presses. It may be for the Model 2, which is a special model that Tesla is rumored to build for the European customers. So I'm going to talk about that. Tesla Radi has a very interesting opinion piece on that, and I'm going to talk about that more in details. Friends, thank you very much. This is Armen Harayan from torchnews.com. If you would like to receive daily Tesla news, please subscribe to our channel and ring the bell so you don't miss my next Tesla story, which is coming after this. God bless you, take good care of each other, and see you soon in our next report.